Good morning, loved ones. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I had the best of nights sleep and the best of days awakening. Today I've spent the day taking care of myself. I've done like facial masks and like coconut kind of thing, and I love that. It feels like I ground myself within my body. Sometimes when I'm on the go, I don't really take good care of myself, and today I did, and I feel fabulous. I think our body is our temple, and it's really important that we take care of it. I never did that. When I was an addict, I just kind of forced it to go on and on and on, and I remember I was just watching a video with Jamie Lee Curtis when she was speaking about her addiction and her way into recovery, and I think it's really interesting because I was also much more successful in my active life. Like, I had better jobs, I earned much more money, I was like, on this kind of like, on the surface it looked like I was really riding the wave, of success. Whereas on the inside I was just totally empty and nothing really mattered. I today feel so blessed for my, what I call now, awakening. Today I realized that I actually really had to do something about it. The way I was living, and my choices, and my fear of responsibility, and my fear of being me. Because I was just kind of always the person that I thought people wanted me to be. And that was easy kind of way of climbing, the career ladder. But it's really, really scary to go out here and be you, like be me here in front of you guys. That's scary. That's like real courage to do that. And I've been discovering real courage in my recovery more than anywhere else. I today feel very grateful. I had a boyfriend when I lived in New York. He was a gorgeous Danish model and actor, and I felt like, I remember I fell in love with him the moment I saw him. Like, I walked into this poetry reading and he was sitting there with my friends who invited me, and he was really good friends with this guy, and I was like, oh my god, like when you lose it, like I couldn't look at him the whole reading, and then we came up and we just like fell madly in love, and madly in love with the kind of like, it wasn't sanity. But he really, like, he took me to my first AA meeting, and he took me to, he did a 12-step on me, which is when you tell your story. And I realized that his story was like my story, and I was probably an addict too, but I wasn't there then. I was like, I just need to finish my job. And I had things to do in my addiction before I was ready to get into recovery. But it was really beautiful. I feel so grateful for that meeting and that relationship, because it was so painful then and there, but that's when it stopped working for me. That's when the drugs and the alcohol didn't do their thing anymore. Like, it didn't work, and it became so painful, so that I had to do something about it. So thank you. You know who you are. I also feel very grateful today for my boyfriend and his family. It was his brother's birthday yesterday, and we went over to celebrate him, and I feel very welcomed and a part of, and I feel like it's a similar kind of family that I have, that is very loving and welcoming and integrating, and I feel blessed to be part of that. I also feel very grateful and flattered for a lot of the attention I get from you guys. Sometimes it's a bit embarrassing, but I also really want to thank you for following me and for being a part of this journey. Because for me, doing this every day is a big journey that changes me every day. First of all, I get to start my day by giving. something. And thank you for that. Please share with me what you are grateful for. Now we're going to get down on our sitting bones and straighten the back up. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking inwards. Observe what's going on in your body and in your mind. We're gonna start taking control over our breath. So on the inhalation, feel how your belly is expanding. On the exhalation, drag your belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're gonna come back to this breathing, but before that we're gonna do the breath of fire. And the way I learned it from my Indian guru, who's brought up in the yoga culture, is that you push your belly button towards the spine, like this, and you breathe out through the nose. That's how I learned fire breathing, and that's how I give it on. If you learned it differently, I'm not I'm not God, you know. I don't know what's right or wrong. You know, you do whatever feels best for you. But I think it's a cleansing process for your whole body. So it's also integrates the nostrils. So for me, yoga breathing is rarely through the mouth. So I'm quite sure that it's through the nose, and that's the way I learned it. But you do your way. I recommend it through the nose. Inhale to start. Now we're gonna do the hip roll. Inhale forward. Exhale back. I just love to start my day like this. I feel like my whole kind of system gets some love from me, and how I really take care of my spine, hips, neck, shoulders. We're gonna switch direction. We're also gonna do the neck roll today, spinning back, exit forward. We're gonna switch direction. Beautiful. We're gonna do a bit of a fun balance pose today. So we're gonna come up with our hands like hip width apart, so a little bit like more than shoulder width apart. We're gonna place our knees on top of our arms and we're gonna see if we can balance here. Beautiful. We're also gonna do the frog. And unfortunately, that's gonna be it for today. So straighten up your back. Press your arms towards your knees, your elbows towards your knees, and straighten your back up. Calm down. Good job. Get down on your skin bones. Straighten your back up. Close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking inwards. Let this eye lead you to the area around your heart. In this area, you find an inner room where you're going to spend some time just for yourself. There is nothing that has been and nothing that will come. It's only you in this moment. Om Paramatmane Namaha. Sri Patanjala Yoga Darsharam Atasamadhi Padaha Hatta Hatha Yoga Nushasanam Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha Tata Drashtu Sarubhevashtanam Vrittisarubhyamitanastra Vrittaya Panjataya Klishta Klishtaha. Slowly come back to room where you are. We're gonna finish this class together with 3 shantis, so place your palms together in front of your heart and inhale to start. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Place your palms to your forehead for you to think good thoughts through the day, to your mouth for you to speak the truth, and to your heart for you to follow your heart and to be kind to yourself and to other people. Namaste. Thank you so much for today. You guys are the best. I love you and I'll see you tomorrow.